Hey guys, welcome back to my beauty stash, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steff. I would love to have you as a subscriber, so be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. Today is all about the brand new ColourPop Stay Jewel collection. I picked up all 6 of these little quad eyeshadow palettes and we're going to be trying them all out today. I am creating 6 looks in today's video. Get ready for this. It might be a long one. I'm going to try and speed things up, but I definitely wanted to get these and test them out for you guys and see if they are worth picking up. I bought the full set that retails for $54. Individually, they retail for $9 a piece. Unfortunately, these are not part of the current 25% off site-wide sale, but you can use different influencer codes. I think I used Trend Mood and I got like maybe 5 or 10% off of my order. I got a small discount, but nothing major, nothing like the 25% off, but something's better than nothing sometimes. But I want to try these out. I'm going to be creating 6 looks, 1 with each palette. And the way I'm going to do this video is I'm going to put the palettes that are really similar to one another side by side. So for instance, these 2 right here, we have a blue and we have a green. I think there's definitely some similarities between them. So I'll be doing 1 on each eye. That way you can make your own comparisons. And then these 2, for example, I'll be pairing them 1 on each eye. That way you can see how similar they really are. And then lastly, I'll be doing these 2 side by side. Now, I did pull from the summer the ice cream quads that came out. They are not, I thought there was going to be more similarities, and there's actually not. The only one that I think is probably really similar to what is in this current Stay Jewel collection is this one right here. This one is the, oh, I can't see it with all these lights. This is the Triple Scoop palette, and so I thought it kind of resembled this other one, but you can see they're not spot on. They're just a little bit similar. And here's another one that it kind of resembles. This one is the Topaz, and then this other one is the Citrine. So for the most part, these are different, and if you have those ice cream quads from the summer, then this Stay Jewel collection would be a nice complement to that ice cream collection. But let's try everything out. Let's see if these are even good, if these are even worth picking up. If you guys want to see these 6 looks I'm about to create using the new ColourPop Stay Jewel collection, keep on watching. And guys, as usual, I will have all of the makeup that I'm using, both on and off camera, linked in the description box of today's video. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I already primed my eyelids, and I use the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer, eyeshadow base, whatever it's called. That's what I'm using. I have to start with these. These are the ones that I was most drawn to in the collection. This one is the Sapphire one. And then this one over here, this is the Emerald one. This one is called An Emerald Away, and this one is called Set on Sapphire. So I think we'll start with Sapphire first. And here's an up-close look at the palette. Okay, so on a BK206, I'm gonna start with this shade right here, and I'm gonna be working that in the crease. Now on a Rephr 14, I'm going to pick up the darker shade. I'm just going to be blending this into the outer corner as well as into the crease. Just not taking it as high up as I did the first shade. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with a Morphe M124, and I am going to spray the brush, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid, and oh wow. I wasn't expecting it to look like this. I haven't swatched these yet as I'm filming these looks. So I am going to be very surprised at how they look on the lid. That's a beautiful shade though. I'm going back in with that first matte shade just to blend a little bit up here. Very light pressure. Now with my finger, I'm gonna pick up this lighter shade. And I'm gonna apply that right here in the center. Ooh, that's beautiful. I'm also gonna do that as the inner corner highlight, but first I'm gonna do the lower lash line, and I think I'm gonna go back in with this first shimmer shade that I used. I'm taking that on a damp Rephr 26. I'm only gonna go halfway. I want that lighter shimmer shade to go the other half. I'm just using a little BH Cosmetics pencil brush for this lighter shimmer shade. I did spray it. Ooh, this palette. This is a good one. No fallout. Not really a lot of kick up in the pan. Pigmented shades. Okay, I'm gonna clean off this brush. I'm gonna go in with the first matte shade. I'm just gonna run that along right down here a little bit. All right, guys, so I think this looks pretty good. I'm gonna add some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look with Set on Sapphire. All right, guys, this is the completed look with the Set on Sapphire palette. I think this palette is absolutely amazing. What a way to start off this collection, a way to make a first impression ColourPop. This little quad is definitely worth picking up if you like working with blue shadow, with teals, or maybe you're not really one to work with color all that often, but you still want to dabble in a little bit of it from time to time. $9 right here, guys. This is an amazing blue palette. For eyelashes, I went in with a pair that I've been using quite a bit lately, and they are from Eylure. These are the Definition lashes. For mascara, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess, and for the lower waterline, I went in with this one from Revlon. I've had this one for quite a while. This one is in the shade Teal. And that's about it, guys. Now we are going to dive into green. What is this one called? An Emerald Away. So here is an up-close look at an Emerald Away. Those are some nice shimmer shades in there. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I want to pack this dark green all over the lid, and then I don't know if I'll use this shade on the top or if I'll reserve it for the lower lash line. Definitely, I want to layer these two shades together. So let me go ahead and start with this one. I'm going to pack this in all over the lid and blend it into the crease ever so slightly, I think. I'm going to be using a BK Beauty 203. Okay, so there's kick up in the pan with this one. All right, now I'm going to take a clean Rephr 13 and I'm just going to use this to blend out the edges a bit. You'll notice I didn't take the shade up too high. I didn't want to do that. Just want to keep it right here. Now on a Morphe M124, I'm going to pick up this shade and I'm going to spray the brush and I'm going to apply this all over the lid. That is a really pretty shimmer shade and it layered over that dark matte really well. Now on this BH Cosmetics pencil brush, I'm going to go in with this lighter matte green. I'm going to run this all over the lower lash line. Now with the same brush, I just cleaned it off. I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade and I'm going to spray the brush. I just use setting spray. When I say I'm going to spray the brush, I just use a setting spray. You could even use water, but I think a setting spray will help the shadow stick a little bit better. Now I cleaned off that brush again. I'm going to go in with a dark matte green. I'm going to keep that close to the lash line. Oh, I like that. Okay, let me add the other lash and some eyeliner and I'll be right back to show you this completed look with an Emerald Away palette. All right, guys, so here's the completed look with the Emerald palette. What do you guys think? Of course, I added the other Eylure Definition Lash. For the lower waterline, I went in with this one from NYX. It is one of their Epic Wear eyeliners. This one is from the La Casa de Papel collection. This one's in the shade, oh my goodness, what shade is this? Jarana? Jarana? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's the only green one in that collection. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 different eyeliners released, and I think I got 3 of them. So love these eyeliners. Some more of the Essence Lash Princess mascara, and this is the look. I love it. I love it. And again, you'll notice I didn't take the shadow up as high as I did over here on this side, but I definitely wanted to pair the green and blue side by side. This is Sapphire, this is Emerald. That way you could see how they look. In case you wanted to wear both of them alongside one another, they would definitely pair really, really nicely. All right, guys, unfortunately, I have to remove this makeup. I just put it on and now I got to take it off. That's only so I can come back and create 2 more looks for you guys, and then I think I'll leave the other 2 for tomorrow morning. All right, so next up is Agate, and I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard agate before. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even pronounce it right at first. So agate, somebody please educate me in the comments on the stone. I don't think I've ever seen this. Obviously it's purple, pinkish mauve. It looks pretty. The palette looks pretty. So this is the one we're gonna work with next. This shade looks so pretty. It looks like maybe a little bit of a duochrome shade. I see like some shift in there. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna do the usual, the lighter one in the crease and this one to deepen up the outer corner. So let's start there. Guys, I am not all that educated on like jewelry and stones. I mean, I know the basics, but you know, I don't wear a lot of jewelry to begin with, and I don't have fine jewelry. To be honest, a lot of it got stolen some years back, what I did have. And I'm never much of a jewelry person. Like I wear like, you know, little earrings and necklaces and stuff, but I mean, I don't pay more than $100. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful shade and I like how it is blending out. Okay, so I think that's a nice blend. Same brush, I'm gonna go in with the deeper matte. That's pretty. That's a really nice shade, good depth with it. Okay, love that. Love that blend, these 2 colors together, perfect. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade next and I'm gonna apply that all over the lid up until the matte shade. Same Morphe M124, I did spray it. Definitely has a bit of a shift to it. Now I did feel a little bit of fallout with this particular shade and there is some kick up in the pan. Yeah, I feel it right here. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and I am gonna spray it since it's like a soft shimmer shade. And I'm using a Refer 26. That's a pretty shade. I like that I can deepen it up. It looks really good down here on the lower lash line. I'm just going in with a little bit more of that first shimmer shade down here. All right, guys, so I think I'm done. Let me add the finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you this look. All right, this is a completed look with the Agate palette. I love this palette. I like the depth that you can get with this palette. I like that there's like a medium tone matte and then a deeper matte, and then I like the 2 different shimmer shades there. I really think this one looks nice on the lower lash line. And this one kind of has a little bit of a shift to it, maybe a little bit of a duochrome effect. I think this is a really solid little quad. I'm wearing the same lashes and mascara, and for the lower waterline, I went in with another NYX Epic Wear liner. This one is in the shade Frosted Lilac. I like this. This is a really solid little palette. Okay, now we're going to dive into Really Ruby next. Okay, so for Really Ruby, I think I want to do a halo eye, and I'm just going to do it using this darker shade both on the inner and outer portion of the lid. I'm going to be using my favorite Rephr 13. This is a brush I like to use whenever I do a halo eye. And I'm going to see if I can wing this out a little bit. Wow, this is a really deep shade. This kind of looks similar to this shade over here. All right, so something like that. I think that looks pretty good. Now for the center, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And guys, just FYI, it does have the shade names on back, but it's just easier for me to point to the one I'm gonna use. And I did spray the brush. Ooh, those shades are so pretty together. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this shade to blend the edges. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with both of these shades right here. I'm gonna start first with the matte shade. I'm using a Rephr 26. Bringing that down a bit as well. You can see just how similar the palettes are. And this is why I wanted to pair them together, like side by side, so you guys can see how they would complement one another. Okay, same Rephr 26, I'm just cleaning it off. Now I'm going into that red shimmer shade, and I did spray the brush. Now with that same brush, I'm gonna pick up some of the gold shimmer. Just add it right here. All right, so I'm gonna add some eyeliner. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a wing, the other lash, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look. All right, guys, this is the completed look with the Really Ruby palette. Did I say this was the Agate palette earlier? I might have said that. Forgive me if I did. This is Agate over here, and this is Ruby, what I just completed. I like this palette a lot, guys. I like, again, the more light to medium tone matte, and then the deeper matte shade, and the two different shimmer shades at the top. I like this little halo eye I was able to achieve. I went in with the new eyeliner from Juvia's Place for the top lash line, and of course the same mascara and falsies that I've been using throughout this video. And for the lower waterline, I went in with an LA Girl Shockwave lip liner. This is a lip liner. Yes, I do use them in my waterline, and no, they have not irritated my eyes one bit. This one is in the shade Rosewood. And this is the completed look. All right, guys, I'm gonna stop filming for today. I will be back in the morning to do the last two looks, but for you guys, it'll be in a few seconds. All right, next up is gonna be All That Topaz, right? Yeah, All That Topaz. So these are very neutral shades. These next two eye looks are gonna be very neutral. I think they're gonna be the most neutral of the 6 palettes. So let's dive into this one. I'm gonna do this in the crease, this in the outer corner, as well as into the crease, and then we'll take it from there. And I'm using a Rephr 16. Now in a Rephr 14, I'm picking up that dark brown matte. I am bringing it in right here on the crease, just not taking it up as high as the first shade. That's a nice rich brown. So now I'm going to go in with the gold shade, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid, not taking it out unnecessarily where I just applied that dark brown matte. And then this, of course, is going to have to be the inner corner highlight. And I'm using a damp Morphe M124. Wow, that is a beautiful gold. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm going to use the two matte shades, and I'm going to start first with this one and then tight line with this one. And I'm using a Refer 26. Now with the same Refer 26, I'm going to pick up some of the darker brown, and I'm going to focus it right here along the lash line. Same Refer 26, just going to clean it off. Now I'm going in with the lightest shimmer shade, and I am going to spray the brush. Wow, this is a nice neutral palette to work with. These shimmer shades are really good. The mattes are really good. Let me go ahead and add the finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look with the All That Topaz palette. Alright guys, this is the completed look with the All That Topaz quad. What do you guys think? Same lash, same mascara. For the lower waterline, I went in with another NYX Epic Wear liner. This one is in the shade Cosmic Yellow. I almost did like a turquoise in the lower waterline, but I thought, no, I want to keep it kind of like with the same color scheme, so that's why I went with this yellow, and I really love the way the look came out. This is a really nice neutral quad. I mean, these shadows are really good. Really good. Very impressed. Now we have one more look to create, and it is with this palette right here. This is a Citrine You Me, so let's get started. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I want to keep the lid kind of light, and then I want to smoke out the lower lash line. So I'm going to be reserving the shade for the lower lash line, and I'm going to run this in the crease, and probably I might just do this shade all over the lid. We'll see. And then maybe reserve these two for the bottom. So let me get started with this shade. I'm using a Refer 16. I'm even gonna bring that on the lid as well. Not gonna be precise at all, just wanting to blend all up here. All right, so just like that, really nice, airy, nothing too dramatic. Now I'm going to go in, I guess I'll use a combination of both shades. This will be on the inner half, and then that one will be on the outer half. Using a damp Morphe M124, and I do feel like I'm getting a little bit of fallout. Now I'm going into the lighter shade. Now on a Refer 15, I'm picking up a little bit of the darker shimmer, and I'm just going to use it to kind of just blend right out here. I'm going to do the same thing with the lighter shimmer. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I'm only going to use the dark brown matte. I'm using a Refer 26 to apply. Now I'm just adding a little bit of that light shimmer shade right in here. Okay, let me add the finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look. All right, guys, this is the sixth and final look. This one is using the Citrine You Me palette. What do you guys think? I added just some black liner to the lower waterline. I really wanted to make that a little bit dark and smoky and keep the top a little bit more light and airy. And this is the look I wanted. This was the look I was going for. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, share with you my final thoughts on these quads that are in the Stay Jewel collection, and we'll see if they're worth picking up. Alright guys, so I have officially created 6 looks using the entire Stay Jewel collection, well the eyeshadow quads that came in the Stay Jewel collection. Guys, these quads are pretty awesome. For $9, you're getting really pigmented, really beautiful palettes. And I like that in all the palettes, guys, you are able to do something a little bit light or you can deepen it up. All of the palettes have like a light to medium shade, and then they all have a deep shade, and then they have the contrasting shimmer shades as well. I think all of the palettes, they just pair so beautifully. I mean, really, you don't need more than 4 shadows to create a look. You can create several different looks with each of these palettes, but hopefully I was able to give you some inspo. There was not a dud. There was not a dud in this bunch. I thought that they all performed so well. You might get a little bit of fallout from the shimmer shades. I did experience that, but other than that, guys, these little quads are really impressive. I think $9 is a very, very fair price point, and even $54 for the whole bundle, that's actually pretty good too. Now, again, they're not part of the 25% off site-wide ColourPop sale, but I'm sure they're gonna go on sale eventually, or maybe you can just use your favorite influencer's code. I think I used Trend Mood when I bought these, so it did give me a bit of a discount. But if you are wondering about them, if you are wondering if they are worth your time, absolutely pick them up. You will not be disappointed. Maybe pick up the whole collection and you pick 2 and then maybe you give the other 4 away. Whatever it is, guys, I mean, anybody would love to receive these because these are awesome little quads. Now I want to hear from you guys. What did you all think of these ColourPop Stay Jewel quads? Have they been on your radar? I know a couple of you mentioned that you did pick them up or you were waiting for them to eventually go on sale and then you were going to pick them up. But let me know your thoughts on what look was your favorite? What palette was your favorite? What was your least favorite? I loved them all, guys. They are all gonna get 2 thumbs up from me. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.